Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the brothers around the world, preaching the Lord's word and prophesying in sincerity and truth. Now, this is a picture I took of an article that was written a few days ago. It says WEF, that's the World Economic Forum. WEF declare we are gods. If you stand in our way, you will die. A World Economic Forum insider has declared that the globalist elite are going to become gods, and if you interfere with this process, there will be big trouble. Now, they meaning the elites of Esau, through the plans of the NWO, their plan is to become gods on earth, because they think because the Most High gave them the rulership of the earth, and that the Most High gave them all this knowledge and wisdom and technology, especially the technology, and to search things out. They think that in their minds, that they're above everyone else, that they're even above the Most High's chosen people, which are the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which that's wrong. Just as how the Most High, raised up Pharaoh, in ancient Egypt and destroyed him, and delivered his people, that's the same way how the Most High is raising up, Esau in modern day Egypt, and the Lord will send His Son Yahweh Shai to save and deliver the elect and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel from the hands of the so-called white man, which is Esau. It's gonna be another deliverance, but like Egypt, but it's gonna be better. Let me first get Psalms. Salakia, let me do it on this one. Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. I have said, ye are gods. Which are ye talking about? He's talking about that ye's talking about the Israelites. Ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. Yeah, because we are the children of Yahweh Shemel Shai. The Israelites, their line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's where we come from, and the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So we are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Yeah, but we fell, from our estate. We fell, as a nation, of people that once, had their own everything. The Most High was dealing with us in the ancient world, and we had our own land. We had our own laws. The laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. We we had the other nations that was about us, that was round about us, in check. When you go back to our king David, he subjugated. He made war with the other nations, including the Edomites, which are the so-called white people today, and he brought all of them down, and the nations were subject unto us. But just because we went off as a people, we didn't want to serve the Most High, and we worship idols, and did all kind of we did all kind of things that was off, and that was against the law. The Most High punished us, and then He brought us down as a people. Eventually, we went into slavery under the so-called white man, and here we are in Babylon the Great, aka America, still serving slavery. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. And the elect of the nation of Israel, we were the powers that the Hayim that was with Yahweh Shai, in the beginning, creating everything, So let me go to Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, in verse 7. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. This is talking about the Most High bestowing the elect with spiritual power. In the time to come. Because once the elect gets delivered by Yahweh Shai from the destruction, from the nuclear destruction, our bodies will be changed, and we will have extraterrestrial bodies. We will have spiritual powers. We will be lowercase g gods on the earth. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign over Salaki, and the Lord shall reign forever. Yeah, we will have the power to judge the nations, and we will rule the earth, under Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus. They that put their trust in Him, meaning the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shemel Shai, shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with Him. For grace and mercy is to His saints. Saints are talking about the elect of Israel, and He hath care for His elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations. And the ungodly are the wicked, which the wicked are the Edomites. The so-called white people. And tuning into the elites of the nation of Edom. You know, because they control everything. They run the world behind the scenes. You know, these politicians and governors and presidents and all that. They get their orders from the elites of Esau. Which is the international bankers. And those different banking off families. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts. And there's many of them, but the main ones, are the Rothschilds. About the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, they're the main ones. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. Now, let me go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Yeah, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you built up this country. You built up, you built up the so-called white man's empire, and you made him rich through free labor, which is slavery. We as a people, we made the so-called white man wealthy, and we were made Salaki, and it says, and made no account of his labors. Yes, so that means we aren't thanked or are paid, back for building up this country and making all these Edomites rich and wealthy. When they see it, Salaki, let me read that first verse again. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. The righteous man is talking about the elect men of the nation of Israel before the face of such that as have afflicted him, and that's talking about the so-called white man. We're standing boldly in the face of the elites, by preaching this word, by telling them their kingdom is going down and they're going into slavery, under Yahweh Shai and us, Lord will, the elect. And made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the straightness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Yeah, so when they see the chariots, when they see the Lord coming back with the hosts of heaven, with all the mighty angels, these people, especially these Edomites, and also the 2/3 of Israel, because they won't turn back to the Lord and repent. But especially these Edomites and these nations, they're gonna be in fear. They're gonna be amazed of the strangeness of our salvation, because in the society, Jake, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're looked down upon, and you're called bywords and proverbs, niggas and spicks, wetbacks, you're lazy, but at the same time, You know, they need us. You know, for this society to go on. You know, an example is you so-called Mexicans. You know, which are the tribe of Issachar. You know, you work um you work Salaka, you do a lot of hard work, you know, for this country, and and uh and they still look down upon you. You know, they call you illegal aliens and all that. But the so-called Mexicans are one of the tribes of Israel, and the elect of them will be saved right in front of you. You 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 so-called white people. You know, you won't be saved. No, not one Edomite will be delivered by Yahweh Shai when he comes back. And repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and the proverbs of reproach. Yeah, so they they treat us, you know, unfairly, you know, in the society, in this country. You know, we're the last hired and first fired. We're discriminated against, you know, whether it be financially, you know, business wise. You know, you can't get a loan as a so-called black man, you know, to actually start a business. You know, in schools, you're discriminated against by the level of, or the lack of education that we get. You know, and we're taught lies in school as well. And we're pushed into these neighborhoods that don't get the correct resources that we need to survive. So Jake, you know, they find, you know, alternatives. You know, they turn to evil, they turn to wickedness and start selling, you know, drugs and all that shit. This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Yeah, so they have all kind of negative sayings about the blacks and the Hispanics and Native Americans. We fools accounted his life for madness and his end to be without honor. Yeah, you think that, you know, when we die, you know, especially when there's a black on black crime, you know, that is meaningless. That when you know that when we die is without honor. You know, for example, when an episode of police brutality happens, you know, these Edomites, these so-called white people, you know, they get happy and they talk all kind of shit about Jake. You know, they said that, you know, he was a hoodlum, that he went to jail so many times, that he was put on child support. They talk all kind of crap about the dead. You know, that's how much these Edomites, you know, hates us, you know, even to this day. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? Yeah, how are these, you know, N-words, you know, how are these niggas, you know, the children of God, you know, how are they being saved? And his lot among the saints. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the Son of righteousness rose not upon us. Yeah, they were in darkness the whole time. You know? And the Most High will cast them down. You know, and he's gonna show that he was never with the so-called white man. That he just used them, as a as a as as a whooping stick, um, against the nation of Israel, and that he put him up, as an example of how not to rule the earth, and he put him up as a top example of someone being wicked, of someone being satanic, because the so-called white man, they're the children of Satan on earth. Now let me get the last scripture. Second Thessalonians, is it chapter 2? Chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped. Yes, so the Most High, he's exalting himself above the Most High right now, especially with the technology. They want to be gods. They don't want to get the Most High's credit. They want to change the Most High's creation. As in this it's a GMO food, and they want to make their own version of what the Most High has created. They want to exalt themselves above the Most High. They want to be gods on earth, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So he wants to be worshipped as the Most High on earth. And they plan to do that through technology. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Yeah, so he is being revealed right now as we speak. You have whistleblowers, from these different companies and organizations, and these different industries, like the music industry. It's being exposed that that they're the devil. That they're the wicked. That they want to destroy massive amounts of the earth's population, and that they want to put everyone in slavery under the beast system, which goes into the New World Order, and that they want to put the MOTB in everyone, to monitor them, like animals. They want to have cameras everywhere because they want to see everything at all times like the Most High. But that's all going to be over with soon, because the Most High, has to build this devil up so he could cast him down, just like Pharaoh in Egypt. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Bashim Kakodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.